The holiday season is all about the family coming together, and with that comes the food.
And to get a jump start on the holiday season, Brian Hench from Ted's Market is here with a lesson on pairings. You get in the grocery store, and it gets a little bit overwhelming as far as appetizers go, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we know this time of year, people are trying to get some quick plates together. So we got some ideas here. Also, people want to try maybe a salami or some cheese that they haven't had before. They open it up and they see something weird on it, and they're like, I don't know if this is normal. So I'm here to kind of dispel a few of those myths and then figure out, okay, what do we do with it? You know, we got some food there. Is there anything we can have to drink to go along with that as well? So all this stuff, of course, is available here at Ted's Market, but we're going to start with some salamis that we have over there. So
I've got different textures here.
Exactly.
And colors.
So we've got 3 different styles, and basically, you know, salami is got a different style of meats in it. You can either have elk, which is the one in the front. That comes to us from Smoking Goose out of Indianapolis.
Oh, okay.
And then you've got 2 more traditional ones, more in the Italian style. And then you can see kind of that white one that's there.
Right.
That's the one we probably get the most questions about. What is that?
Yeah.
That is actually penicillin. It's a strain of mold. And it's actually supposed to be there. They literally spray the sausage as it's drying with that, so it prevents bad mold from getting on the salami.
So you can actually eat it with that mold on.
It's not harmful. Now, there is a casing around the outside of it that as it dries gets really tough, so you kind of want to peel that casing back, and then most of that mold comes back. But don't worry, you don't have to wash it. It's good.
Very cool. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, so that's probably one of the #1 questions we get, and so you've got a couple of different options there. Typically, when you're putting together an arrangement like this, salamis tend to be kind of tough, so I like to have those sliced ahead of time. Again, that is something you can get the deli to do. You can stop in, ask us, we'll get that sliced nice and thin for you.
Great.
A lot of people, you know, they end up, you know, those are, you know, $12 to $15 a piece, and you slice them this thick, they're going to go pretty fast.
You can see it's not very thick at all. It's actually pretty thin.
Yeah, and they go a long way. There's a lot of flavor in each one of those, and so you really kind of want to get that deli. They've got those nice machines. They'll slice it up nice and thin for you.
You put cranberries with it, too.
I did, yeah. So the one is actually stagberry. It's got some of the berry mixed into it as well, so it's always nice to have something to kind of break up that palate as well. So that's probably a good segue into the wine, because wine is also a great palate cleanser, if you will.
And you've got a nice mixture here of some local wines, you know, 2E's and Sadek.
Yep.
And then also some other wines from California and the West Coast.
Yep. We try to source basically just good products all the way around. So 2E's does a great job. They're actually going to be up at the market on the 19th. We're having a little Christmas extravaganza. So Santa's going to be there. 2E's is going to come up, do some tasting. We're trying to get something fun going down. It's kind of a secret down in our wine bar for that night. But we're hoping to have one of our local culinary outfits come in and take over our kitchen for the night. So it should be a fun day.
And of course, one of my favorite things with wine is cheese.
Absolutely. So the cheeses that we have here, what I like to do is have 3, maybe 4 cheeses at most.
Nice sampling.
A nice sampling, and you try to pick a theme. So here, actually, the theme that I picked was goat cheese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so again, we're using a couple of local cheeses here. Capriole is also out of Indy, and we also have a Tulip Tree, which is the one right there, out of Indy. Then we've got one that's a goat cheese Gouda. So a lot of people are used to kind of this, you know, the crumble goat cheese that you might have on a salad.
Right.
But you can actually age goat cheese. You can make it into a firm cheese. And so that Gouda, while surprising, it's very smooth. It's very mild. You don't get a lot of that bite that you get with other goat cheeses. And it's probably one of our best sellers.
Great.
The last one we have is just a very cool looking one. It's called Bermuda Triangle. Cypress Grove is
It'll go missing.
Yes, exactly. Cypress Grove is known far and wide for having some outstanding goat cheeses, and this is one of the coolest ones to me, because you get a little bit of that aged goat cheese on the outside, and then you get the fresh on the inside. It's delicious, plus the triangle is a very cool presentation.
Now, you say a theme as far as cheese. You stick with one cheese then? One type of cheese?
You could do a theme where it's like all hard cheeses. So you could go with like a Parmesan to an aged cheddar. You could do all soft cheeses and go with your very different bries, because they can make brie out of different milks, and different ages will have a little bit more of that blueness to them, that kind of funk that I personally like, but not everyone does. It just kind of helps people to understand what you're doing. You know, if you're really spicy, we've got one that's made with a habanero and ghost pepper. You put that with a really creamy brie, and that spicy is just going to take over everything else on the plate. So you kind of want to at least stick to some sort of a loose theme.
Perfect, Brian.
Fantastic.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
the ideas, Brian.
Great
really
to have
appreciate
you with
it.
us. You can visit Ted's Market on Coldwater Road. You can also head to their website, tedsmarket.com. We'll post this cooking segment on our website, wayne.com. We'll be right back.